morning, everyone. I'm Sandeep Kanetkar. I'll be taking you through or giving some insights about how we develop Solid Edge and the portfolio products. So I'm sure you must be keen that we do product development, but how does the product that we use is going to be or is developed? So I'm going to talk about people and processes. It's not going to be technical. So I have been with Siemens for 12 years, currently leading the product definition team. And before that, I was working with manufacturing and design and was a user of various CAD products. I also have some members from my team whom I would like to call out. So Deepak introduced himself. He's a product manager for Accelerator Share. And we have a development team. 4 of us are here. I can just ask you to volunteer, stand up. So we are going to be here for the day. If you have any questions, do reach out to us during the tea session and the lunch session. So what are we going to talk about? So we'll see how Solid Edge began. Then I'll take you through the product development team as well as the various development processes that we follow. We'll look at how we keep ourselves up to date with trainings and how we keep our creative juices flowing with innovations. And then we'll also look at the customer engagement activities that we do throughout the year, which you can participate in and help us build a great product. So to begin, Solid Edge development started in 1993 in Huntsville, Alabama. And 2 years later, we launched our first version in 1995. We have a product development office in Pune, which began in 1999. And until today, we have developed 35 versions, released 35 versions of Solid Edge. Solid Edge 2023 being the latest, which was released in October. So this is a composition of the team. We have around 65% people who actually code the software, code the requirements, and bring the software to you. There are around 15% planning folks and 15% certification folks who design the software. What needs to get into the software is done by planning, and whether it works correctly is done by the certification team. We also have a documentation team which helps you or guides you through various features that we develop. We create help and tutorials for that. And then there is a tools and setup team, which actually packages all the software that we build and creates setups for you so that they are easily installable. These are the various responsibilities. So in the planning team, we create product direction, we create roadmaps, we detail out the requirements, also do the UX designs, how the software should work, what is the best workflow for the users. That is done in the planning team. The development team actually codes this into product enhancements. They also build architecture, which is the framework to build all the enhancements. We continuously fix bugs as part of our maintenance. You report all the IRs, they get converted into PRs, and they are fixed as problems. And then we also have deployment and tools. The certification team is more about testing all the new functionality that we have, and also testing for any regressions that may be caused due to new functionality development. We have started creating automated tests so that since Solid Edge is now quite a large product, we cannot keep on testing manually. So we have started creating automated tests, and this has been helpful in overall testing efficiency. The certification team is also responsible for organizing and conducting beta events. I'm sure some of you would have joined the beta events, beta programs that we conduct in-house. Hopefully we'll conduct an in-house beta session this time around after the pandemic. We have taken a break for around 3 years for the in-house beta session, but we plan to do it. The documentation team is all about creating help and tutorials. So we'll see what the development process is. So the Solid Edge development follows a scaled agile framework process, which helps us prioritize or build the prioritized requirements and deliver the most valuable features for our users. I'd like to break this down into various stages, how the process flows. So the first thing that we do is research. We need to understand what our customers want, why do they want it. So we review all the enhancement requests that we get. We review the competition, what competition is offering, what they're doing. And then we also interact with customers to justify or to validate that what we are doing is correct. Once that is done, we take it into definition, where requirements are defined, they're prioritized. We create workflows, we create UI, validate it with some of the users, and then document all these requirements. So why document? So that takes us to the next part. When you have clearly defined requirements and documented, it can be used by development. The development refers these documents, creates their own design document. So what would be the best practices to actually code this? And also develop the architecture or the framework on which this is to be built. Once development is done, it goes into testing, where the testing team creates a test plan. So they use the documents created by the planning team to create how the product is going to be tested, how the users are going to use it. So they create test plans, they do multiple rounds of testing, and they also carry out automated and regression testing to ensure that everything that was built new is working, as well as everything that was already built is also working and nothing is broken. Once that's done, we also do the documentation part. Again, helps, tutorials, and watch new presentation and videos. So the people who are developing know what we want to demo. So we create the videos and the demos for you to refer. The next part is user feedback, which is very important for us. Once we develop the software, we have a beta version. And the beta version is, so we have a beta program where the customers can enroll. You come to our office for 5 days. You test the product for your workflows and help us identify any issues that you have. And then we take care of that. We resolve those and push out the best possible software for that release. After the feedback, after fixing all the issues, the next stage is release. So we have to follow a stringent release criteria about how many testing hours have been completed, what is the stability of software, and based on that, based on the release criteria, we release the product to the market. So that is the overall process stages that we go through. If you have to look at the detail, the product planning team is more about product research and definition, where we gather inputs from various sources like field, pre-sales, customers, user interviews, various trends in the market. And then we take these and create roadmaps. Now, while creating roadmaps, we are planning much ahead, say 6 months from before the development begins. So today, if you see, the development for 2025 will begin in, say, September. So we are planning for Solid Edge 2025 today, which is 1.5 years before what we are, before the Solid Edge product is going to be released. Solid Edge 2025 is going to be released. So that is a timeline that I would like to just share. And then once the roadmaps are created, we finalize the plans, we understand, we want to maximize the value to our customers. The next is product definition, where we understand all the user requirements, detail them out, and prioritize them, and then define the various workflows and user interfaces. Another thing that we do is, or follow is the people-centric design methodology, which helps us navigate through multiple complex problems. We have a methodology where we understand the problem, we create multiple solutions, we validate those solutions by prototyping and sharing it with our users. Once that is done, we identify the best possible solution and then start building. So why do we do this? Is to avoid failures at the last moment. So we prototype something, validate, and then actually go and build the software. I'd like to share something about development, where the best practices we follow. We have a team, a young team, as well as an experienced team with good experience in programming languages, as well as CAD packages, which is important because we are building a CAD software. We are always on the latest software versions so that we can avoid any vulnerabilities, as well as we have all the security concerns addressed. Then we have design documents and code reviews to ensure that the code that we build is of good quality. It should not be creating problems every time you click. So that is what we do with the design documents and code reviews. We also create APIs for all the new functionality, so which will enable our customers to create, customize their software using the APIs. And last but not the least, I think we are always customer focused, investigating any IRs that are reported, and working with the customers closely to ensure that there is resolution to the problems. The development team also has created a robust suite of automated test programs, which helps us detect regressions. As I was talking earlier, that we cannot test all the software manually. So we have created these tests to catch problems before and then go and investigate where the problem is. You also create setups and licensing. Setups are for a current version of Solid Edge as well as portfolio products and all the updates that are released all around the year. The next one is certification. They follow good quality practices. Always test the new functionality. Also test regressions on the functionality. And it is not only for Solid Edge, but also for the portfolio products. So if you have used portfolio products like Design Configurator or Wiring Harness and Design, and SECAM Pro, and much more. So all this is tested by the certification team, and yeah, they are responsible for the quality of the product that gets out. Again, they are also doing in-house beta testing. We also have been doing remote beta testing during the pandemic. So every 3 months or every quarter, when we release some functionality, not as a full release, but just to test for our users, then we are conducting remote beta sessions which are online. And again, help and guidance for Solid Edge products. Also, the APIs that we build, I think we are creating the API documentation. The API documentation will help you understand how the APIs are to be used to achieve your goals in customization. Innovation and training is something that we nurture. We want since it's development, we want the development team to always build something new, innovate, and give the best products to you. So we have quarterly innovation days where the team forms groups. For 2 days, we go and just innovate. There is nothing else. You don't do actual work. You just innovate, brainstorm ideas, and then get it into the product. So some of the examples are here. If you have used Dynamic Explode, you have used Auto Simplify, you have used automatic trimming of flanges. So all these were innovation ideas that we generated in 2 days and then actually brought it into the product with thorough implementation. We are a company which believes in continuous learning. We have to keep ourselves updated. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult to just not learn anything, just do the everyday work, and it's going to be very difficult for us to catch up. So we are investing in upskilling as well as expanding the horizons for all our development team members. And also the learning is about new products, new technologies, what are the trends in the market. I'd like to touch upon some customer engagement activities that we do. So one is the Solid Edge beta program that I spoke about. We are also conducting Solid Edge developer workshops, which is a 3-day, there is a 3-day program for beginners and a 2-day program for advanced users, where how to use Solid Edge APIs to customize software. So that is being done. This is a quarterly workshop. If you're interested, we can connect. We conduct user meets or facilitate user meets with the help of the sales team and the channel partners. I think some of you would have attended these user meets that we are doing on a quarterly basis. Then we do customer visits. Again, these are quarterly. Earlier, we used to do the customer visits in and around Pune, but we have now started going out. We recently had a customer visit in Ahmedabad. And so I think this really helps us connect with our users, understand what they want. And we conduct some people-centric design interviews to validate what we are doing. With this, I'm also asking a call for action. We are doing so many engagement activities. I would like our customers, our users to actually start participating more. One of the things that we have observed is IRs are not being filed very regularly. So if we get IRs, the development team knows, okay, there is some problem which needs to be addressed. Because unless an IR gets into the system, we have no way to understand what is the problem, what needs to be done. So I would encourage everyone to file IRs. So we have a support center. There is a link below. You can go to the support center and create a new case. So there is also a link for a video. There is a YouTube video how to create a support case. So we can utilize that. You can create a new support case. If there is a case that was already there, if the problem is similar, you will get a solution there, or when was it fixed. And if not, you can always fill in all the required details of the problem and submit the case so that the IR is submitted. The second thing I would like everyone to do is participate in user meets. So this is for the users, by the users. You are encouraged to participate, build a Solid Edge community. People may have already faced a challenge which you are facing, and there is every chance that you get your answer during the user meet. So please reach out to your channel partners. We are always conducting these meets every quarter. Invite us for visiting you. We would like to see what you do, how you use Solid Edge. So we get insights. We also get to see what problems you are facing and then prioritize it to actually build that into the software. Enroll for the beta program. So this is your chance to test your workflows on a software that is not released yet with your workflow, so that when the software is released, you don't face problems. You identify the problem first, you fix that, and you get the best software for use. And enroll for the Solid Edge Developers Workshop. Again, we are here. If you are interested in this, you can connect with us. We'll reach out and we'll ask you to, we'll share what the process is to enroll to this. This is my contact information. You can reach out to me on my email if necessary. And I'll like to end. So it is not all hard work. We also like to play hard. So we have some activities in the development team. Like we have an annual picnic. We have a family day. So we are also like you. It's not something different. We also like to enjoy, and so as we play hard, as we work hard, we also play hard. So these are some images that I've just put in. So these are some images from the family day, some images from the picnics that we have had, and some sessions that we have, that we conduct during the office. So with that, I thank you for listening patiently, and thank my team for being there and and we'll support you throughout the day as required. So thank you.